My Presepe. Siegfried's beautiful face shone radiantly in the moonlight. You're a witch again today. Maybe the goddess of mythology looked just like you. His voice carried deep tenderness, and every word was filled with affection. It wasn't just his tone, but the way he looked at Precipice was warm, kind and gentle, like sunlight on a spring day. But the warmth did not last long. Is it because you're so pretty, Precipice? Siegfried's facial expression hardened in the midwinter frost as he held Precipice's tender cheek with his veined hand. Is this why other men covet you? Over and over again? Whenever this happens, I think to myself, wouldn't it be better for me to kill these men, rather than kill monsters or animals? Siegfried was the last character that Presepe attempted to complete. And the only one who looked somewhat normal. But no, it can't be, can it? Funny idea, isn't it? A holy knight, sworn to protect people by divine will, harbors such impure desires. Yes, don't think about these things. Please. You are a knight, or rather a leader of knights. But I'm not sure, he whispered, his low voice touching her ear. Can the will of the gods or the weight of this title outweigh this consuming jealousy? Wait. You are the first person who has ever made me feel this way, this desire to possess someone completely, to make them mine alone. So, I was thinking. What can I do? What should I do to make you be there for me alone forever? Suddenly, with a loud sound, selected transparent windows appeared before her, windows that only she could see. 1. But I already belong to you. 2. Poor Siegfried. Such a thing is not possible, you know? 3. If you find a way, let me know. I will follow you no matter what. She clenched her fists tightly. The second option was out of the question. This means that the first or third probability is 50%. I felt the first answer was exaggerated. She once used a similar answer on another character and she ended up dead. So, the third option seemed safer. Judging by his words, Siegfried had yet to find a way. He wouldn't suddenly go crazy and draw his sword, right? If you find a way, let me know. I will follow you no matter what. Siegfried/affection level, 89, will you follow me? Siegfried/affection level, 100, above Siegfried's head, the emotion meter was completely filled. Okay, now please, let me live. But at that moment, Siegfried took something out of his pocket. Do you remember what I said before? My ruler may be the supreme ruler of Ataloya, but your ruler is not the supreme ruler, he is me, Siegfried. That was just something I said to win you over. Maybe I thought, even then, that one day you would give me the answer I wanted. When she saw the dark liquid in the vial he was holding, Presepe knew she was in trouble again. Drink this, and we'll be together forever. Just for each other, without anyone's interference, no. I don't want this. You're the one drinking it, not me. But the words that came out of her mouth were the exact opposite. I love you, Siegfried. I can bear anything as long as I am with you. She wanted to cover her mouth, but it was too late. Siegfried smiled, seemed to move, and slowly opened the flask. He filled his mouth with liquid, then leaned down and kissed her. She felt the bitter gulp slide down her throat. You bastard, you don't even drink it yourself, you just force me to drink it. See, Presepe? Siegfried, now, you're all mine. Forever. No one will ever take you away from me again. His handsome face was blurry in her vision. Thus, you will serve me forever, even if we are separated. Her vision has faded. This time, I thought it might be different. With that, Precipice closed her eyes. The fifth male character, Siegfried. Even in his way, there was no happy ending. Cage Front, a reverse harem tragedy game that caused a stir even before its release. The rules were simple, as is often the case in such games. There were 5 male characters, and players could pursue any of them according to their preferences. Its complex story and stunning art have fans eagerly awaiting its release. But that was just before its release. Game failed. The story? Very dark and very intense. Every path ends in a miserable fate for Presepe. These endings were not bittersweet, they were downright bleak. Animation? Beautiful but hyper-realistic, which makes Precipice's suffering even more horrifying. Worst of all? Errors. The kind that crashes the game, corrupts save files, and alters character dialogue. Eventually, the studio went bankrupt, and Precipice's cage game was forgotten. However, I somehow managed to get through this. However, the biggest direct hit was waiting for her. It was a mistake. Although the developer repeatedly fixed the issue, it didn't help. This bug sometimes caused the game to freeze or change the dialogue between male characters. He even deleted all the saved files without permission. In a game that takes several days to play and has so many male characters to defeat, this was a fatal blow. In the end, the developer went bankrupt, and people forgot about. And Juyeon made the mistake of playing this damned game. But there was something strange. I downloaded the game, installed it, hit the start button, but it wouldn't start. System, the game is not ready to launch. All that appeared was an unfriendly system window. She could have stopped playing there. For some reason, I had a hard time getting the game running for a long time. Juyeon, who had been struggling all night, finally gave up at dawn. This damned game is dirty and deadly, so I won't play it. After 30 minutes of cursing, Josei grumbled and lay down on the bed, begging for patience. Then. System, the game is ready to launch. A clear system window appeared above her flashing eyes. System, the game will start now. And that was the beginning of everything. After she forcefully swallowed the poison Siegfried fed her and felt a burning pain in her internal organs, it wasn't long after that. This fucker, the first thing that came out was, of course, a curse. You damned bastard. There were a total of 5 male characters in. She made the wrong choice and greatly diminished her credibility, dying over and over again. But the endings were all miserable. It was double suicide, detention, abuse, it was chaos. Compared to that group of psychopaths, Siegfried seemed different. He is the eldest son of Count Nero, and the most respected knight commander of all the previous commanders. Born on the day of the god who protects Italia, Siegfried was considered a noble from birth, and as if to prove this to be true, he joined the knights at a young age and began to show off his skills. In less than 3 years, he had captured the monsters that were teeming in the west, the most troublesome dragon, and the archbishop had even given him a holy sword. Someone said that Siegfried is a man given by the gods to protect Italia. Moreover, Siegfried had a great personality and reputation. And his nickname was the son of Italia. So I thought it wouldn't kill me. That's what I thought. Did the bastard feed me poison? And just for me? But the other man died with me. Anyway, they say the cute cat climbs up the hut first. Ah, this proverb doesn't quite fit. Anyway, it's ridiculous and crazy. The sweet and kind Siegfried killed me in a very evil way. But I already saw the end, so why did I come back? I didn't understand. Of course, Siegfried's road didn't have a happy ending either, but there was still some hope. Since I had defeated all the potential enemies, I thought I might be able to leave the game. But all that was in vain. What on earth do you want me to do? I can't quit the game, and if I keep dying the same damn way no matter who I beat, it won't make any sense. Am I supposed to be trapped in this game forever? Am I being killed in different ways? If there were other characters left. I hoped so at least. A brilliant light shone on Precipice's face as she muttered absent-mindedly. It was the system window. System, you have completed all endings for all male characters. What is this? So what should I do? Can I leave the game now? Instead, an unexpected system message appeared. System, start secret mode. What? System, you can now find and defeat the true protagonist. The real male hero? Usually, in games like this, the real male hero can only be beaten after all the other characters' endings are confirmed. Before that, it was sometimes impossible to even meet him. But was there such a thing in this game? The system window flashed, making her worries seem meaningless. System, you can either beat a male character whose ending you've already seen, or beat an actual male protagonist. However, this would be extremely dangerous. It was dangerous enough. Then if you beat the real protagonist, will she really be able to get out of the game this time? System, if you defeat a male character whose ending you saw, you can discover secrets that you could not discover in normal mode. She doesn't care about that anymore. She was going to die again anyway. This was a choice with a specific answer. Okay, I'll do it. Well, tell me who the real hero of the novel is, but the system window only exchanged unnecessary greetings. System, I wish you success. What, who is he? Wait a minute. And that was the end. The system window disappeared as quickly as it appeared, without leaving a trace. Hey. No, you have to tell me who he is. What are you? But before she could finish speaking, Precipe's mouth automatically closed. Damn it. I've started this cursed game again. Mrs. We heard a knock on the door, followed by a very familiar voice.